Thursday, December 10, 2020. Hello everyone. Glad to have you watching this new edition of the Press Review on GDC Plus TV. We open with the Guardian Post newspaper, which writes as main headline, "Expected new government shouldn't be extend olive branch to MRC, SDF separatist," and so on. That's the question the paper carries as header and highlights that political analysts are advancing that given the tension in the country, a broad-based and inclusive government could set Cameroon on the path to reconciliation, peace and stability. To this opinion, the paper highlights the reactions of the SDF Secretary General Jean Temelu, MRC Secretary General Barrister Christophe Andong, Kawala, Senator Mbela Moki, Barristers Nico Hale and Agbo Bala, Professor Nzingwa and Eric Tato. Reactions you will read on pages 6 and 7. Still with the Guardian Post newspaper, we learn that in the tussle over the Kumba City top job, the fate of the current city mayor Gregory Mewanu hangs in the balance as Kumba 1 councillors meet in emergency session tomorrow Friday to decide his eligibility as councillor. The paper says gloom is perceived to be lurking over him ahead of this council meeting, and the story continues on page 3 of today's edition of the Guardian Post. From the Guardian Post newspaper, we move on to The Horizon, which talks about regional election results and points out that the president of the Cameroonian Party for National Reconciliation, Cabral Libi, is the biggest loser as he lost all regional council seats in his Nyong and Ekele division stronghold in favor of the CPDM, the party which happens to have swept 8 regions and left crumbs to the CDU and the UNDP. More on these election results in today's edition of the Horizon newspaper. And we end this press review with Cameroon Tribune, which highlights the priorities of the Anti-Corruption Commission (CONAC) in the fight against the social ill, that of the transport sector. The paper says while chairing commemorative activities to mark the 17th International Day Against the Scourge in Bafoussam West Region yesterday, December 9, the chairman of the commission, Dieudonné Massigams, decried the embezzlement of toll gate funds and the use of false tickets, among other ills rampant in the country. Read more on how the commission intends to get to its objectives on page 2 of today's edition of Cameroon Tribune. In other news, the paper says banditry in mobile money transfers intensifies in the country, especially on the eve of this end-of-year feast. They come up with diverse ways of harvesting where they did not sow, and therefore there is need to exercise vigilance so as not to fall victim of this. Cameroon Tribune proposes tips on pages 16 and 17. And that does it for what the papers had to say this Thursday. Thanks for watching. Our next edition comes up on Tuesday.